All right, how to get your own authority, and who is the best carrier to lease on to as an owner-operator. Pinkie Robinson, this video is in response to your questions that you left on one of my videos. And but before I can answer any of the questions, I gotta take a shower, and I gotta get the intro out the way. So let's go.
Love me, I'm on my cool J. If you get what I get, what would you say? She wax it all off, Mr. Miyagi, and them suicide doors, Ari Kari. Look at me now, look at me now, oh, I'm getting paper. Look at me now, oh, look at me now, yeah.
What is going on, YouTube? I am your boy, Ann Hamilton, and welcome back to another episode of Trucking Truth. Y'all will not believe my week, okay? Y'all will not believe how my week, well, actually over the weekend, y'all won't believe what happened to me, okay? Flatbedding can be a dangerous job. We all know it. You gotta get on the top of the freight, just throw your damn tarp, and if you don't watch yourself, next thing you know, you're plummeting on the ground. Well, that's exactly what happened to me. I just happened to be extra fluffy, and I didn't get scraped up that bad. I just walking around sore, and it hurts like hell. I say it like that. But yes, I fell off the damn trailer. My wife told me to be careful. I didn't listen. Thought I knew what the fuck I was doing, and I just fell 9 feet on the top of from the top of the freight, 9 feet all the way to the ground. The trailer whooped my ass, and it won. But anyway, this video is a response to Pinkie Robinson. All right, basically, Pinkie Robinson asked me a question, and I felt like it was a good question to be able to make a video of it and post it today here on Monday. And also, by the way, I want to say I apologize for the late post, but I kind of had a busy day, and I fell asleep and had a busy day, a little bit of both. And anyway, the question that she asked is basically, how do you get your own authority? And she also asked, what carrier is the best carrier to lease on to as an owner-operator? All right, now, as far as getting your own authority, I don't want to steer you down the wrong path. I know there's two for sure ways I definitely know you can get your own authority. You can go to fmcsa.gov and get into the search engine, and you can find out all the information you need right there to be able to basically get your own authority. Okay? Now, the reason why I don't know everything to it is because I'm not at a place yet right now where I am ready to get my own authority. That's why I'm leased to a carrier. And if you're going to lease to a carrier, I don't recommend you have your own authority if you're going to lease to a carrier at the time. Okay, I believe it's all in the process. I believe once I do establish my authority, I'm going to probably stay with the carrier or find a carrier where I can haul the trailers for a while. Because once you establish your authority, you got to basically have at least 6 months or better in authority with your authority to accumulate a decent safety record where you can basically haul for anybody, any type of freight, anywhere, where you got a lot of brokers and a lot of direct shippers that will work with you once you put in your carrier packet to basically haul their freight. And just like I said in one of my videos, you gotta have time under your authority to build your safety record, and it takes time. Just like on the broker side, nobody's gonna mess with a broker until they build up their credit rating, which also takes time. So, but fmcsa.gov is a great place to go. All right. But I strongly recommend, if you don't really know what you're doing and getting your FMC, or to go get your authority, go check out Owner Operators Independent Driver Association, or OIDA. That's what they call it, or OOIDA. The reason why for $40 a year, I think. I don't know if they jacked it up again, but for $40 a year, you can become an annual member. They will sit down for free now. They'll sit down for free and basically help you stay in compliance. They can also, then you would have to pay a fee, but you would have to call them because I don't know if the prices changed. The last time I called, just doing like a little research to gather a little bit of information, it was like $300, $400 to be able to have them to sit down and file all the paperwork that you would need to have to basically establish your own authority. Now, getting your own authority, there is some things that you have to pay for, and making sure that you got the money for up front, and this is what you call your upfront costs to be able to pay for before you can start driving under your own authority, which is like all your insurances from bobtail to cargo insurance, liability insurance. Also, you also have to pay for your plates. Now, insurance and plates, just for the plates, you're looking at $1,500 to $1,800 a year. You also have to pay for IFTA. All of these things are all up front. So you got to make sure you have money set aside for it. So, but the best place like I can refer you to that would definitely help you out and won't steer you wrong is OOIDA. Now to your other question. Your other question is, who is the best carrier to lease onto as an owner op? Now, I said it in a few of my other older videos that I sit here and say, basically, me personally, I am not going to put the name of my carrier that I work with, or that I'm leased onto. I'm not going to put it on YouTube. If you want to know the name of my carrier, either I'm going to have to know you. I'm going to have to know you personally. We have to have some kind of a personal relationship where I know who you are. Okay, here's why I do not want to put my name on a carrier. It has nothing to do with anybody. It's just my own personal preference. I don't want what most people call trolls or haters or drama starters. I don't want nobody calling my carrier saying I did this, saying I did that, when really in all truth I never did or whatever, and causing problems between myself as well as the carrier I work with. I'm not that drama type of person. Also, number two is I don't want to put the name of the carrier I'm working for on YouTube, because if anybody sees that, I'm over here, I'm doing good, I'm doing all right, making money, that I'm having a good time, at least on that they can come over here and potentially do the same thing. Okay, and then they come over to where I'm working at. They say I referred them when I never talked to them before, and then it turned out to, basically not be worth a damn. Okay, I love my reputation. I love the stance that I already set for myself. And if I'm going to refer anybody to work for the same company as that I'm at, I want to make sure that they work just as hard as I do, and that they're actually going to be able to do the job and not come over here and cry like in some companies. But that doesn't take away from your question. Your question is who is a good carrier to basically lease onto? Now, this is a question in all of YouTube that is one of them questions is always asked, and it's also always answered. Okay, I think on everybody's YouTube, that is one of the best questions and one of the most frequent questions that's asked. Okay, and this is the frequent answer. Everybody always says the same thing. You need to research it, and be that as it may, that is a good answer. That is a right answer to give. I'm not really going to say that. I think that's what you need to do, is you need to research, a carrier that's going to be better for you. But keep one thing in mind. Swift. Alright? Swift. I'm going to put Swift out there because everywhere you turn, everybody hears nothing but bad things about Swift. Alright? Especially about their good driver to accident ratio. Okay? Everybody hears bad things about Swift. But let me say it like this. You can, work for Swift and you can make all kinds of money being a company driver, have a good time, enjoy your job. But you can also be another person who works at Swift doing the same thing and absolutely not making no money and absolutely hate your job. So in other words, what I'm saying is, like, just because you're at the same carrier, it's going to have a different experience for both of these drivers. Okay, not everybody's experience at a particular carrier is going to be everybody else's. It's not going to work the same. So that's why I really want to be able to give my information or my carrier information out to anybody. I'd rather know you, because you know, I could tell you all day, I could try to sell you a dream, but you might not like it here because it might be, you might have too much responsibility you're not used to. So basically, the best way to figure out what carrier is better for you, number one, is research. Research. You know, the carrier that's better for you. But there's some things that you need to really ask yourself that's going to help you and to find you or to pair you up with the best carrier that is not just going to be a benefit to you, but also be a benefit to the carrier itself. Okay? The biggest thing that all carriers are always going to ask you, especially if you already have your CDL, they're always going to ask you, how many years of experience of over-the-road trucking do you have? Okay? So you need to ask yourself, how much experience do you have? Okay? You need to ask yourself how much experience you have. Okay? Because if some carriers will definitely hire you with 6 months or less of experience, but they might not be the type of carriers. It might be good carriers for you, but however, you might not be eligible to work for a particular carrier that is basically better for you because you don't have that much experience in. That's why most people usually tell people, you know, stay with a particular company for a year, build up your experience, and then go out and see the whole industry, basically. I say, you know, do it 2 years. Some people say do it 1. I say at least try to have 2 years of experience, and then all kinds of doors open up for you. Number 2 that you really need to ask yourself is, what is your skill set? Okay, what is your skill set? What is your skill set? Okay, some carriers, they straight flatbed. Some carriers are straight reefers. Some carriers are straight dry van. Some carriers are straight tanker. Okay, so you really need to look at what you know how to do and what you have experience in to basically find that right carrier. If you, like me personally, I got flatbed and I got dry van. It would not do myself any justice or anybody else justice by going to a carrier that is looking for experienced people to start doing cattle hauling, or looking for experienced people to do reefer. You know what I'm saying? The more skills that you have, the more jobs you're able to do. And like I said, your skill set also, if you understand the skill set and you really enjoy what you're doing, why would you want to go and pull doubles and triples when you enjoy the flatbed or you enjoy the reefer so much? Okay, so what is your skill set? What is your level of experience? And as an owner-operator, when you're looking about leasing on to a company, this is one of the biggest things I think is definitely going to help you and anybody else who's an owner-operator, whether they're new or old. You need to ask yourself, what is your level of knowledge? What's your level of knowledge of this business going? Because you might be a driver that's just like me. You kind of want that taste of independency without being fully independent. Okay, you probably want to be with a carrier where you get to utilize load boards, talk to brokers and stuff like that. But let's sit here and say you don't know what you're doing. Okay, you don't know anything about being paid percentage. You don't know anything about load boards. You don't know anything about running efficiently. You barely just know your cost of operation. Okay, you don't know nothing about lanes. So maybe going from a carrier where they have, I don't really say forced dispatch, but I might as well say forced dispatch, where they're dispatching you out. Basically, they're giving you the loads, but you don't have no know-how to negotiate rates or anything like that. And then you go over to Mercer Landstar, and then you get a load board, and you don't know what you're doing, I think that you might just fall on your ass because you're inexperienced and you have to learn really quick to be able to adapt to it, so that way you can constantly be able to pay yourself, your home, as well as your truck and survive in business. Okay, that could be a big and really risky leap. Okay, so that's why I say if you can find a carrier, now there's carriers out there, because I'm at one, okay, that allows you to utilize low bores that pay pretty decent in percentage, but you can learn along the way because they also got their own dispatchers. To give you an example, I'm decent at, you know, lanes, long distance lanes, over the road lanes. I'm also decent at negotiating. I'm also decent at dispatching myself. So that means if I didn't have no dispatchers or whatever, I can survive on my own. But I just got done learning, okay? I just got done learning the difference between long haul and short hops. And I just got done seeing the benefits, and I also got done seeing the cons to it too, okay? So for me, now, like, the training wheels are off, and I'm booking my own loads now without using any of the dispatchers, because what the dispatchers did, they showed me the potential of short hops. Now it's my job to sit here and maybe can do the same thing to kind of make around the same averages that I was making. Okay, so that's basically it. So you got to look at what your level of knowledge is. If you're not an expert in trucking, don't try to go out and do expert things. Okay, and I think then it's all about researching. Now you're finding a carrier that basically fits what you need, fits what you're experienced at. It provides a job that requires your skill set, and it basically can take you from point A to point B in your level of knowledge and help you learn more as a driver or as a business owner. So hopefully this video didn't just do you justice, but hopefully this video helps out everybody. Okay, because that is, like I said, that is a common question that always gets that same common answer. So hopefully I thought outside the box a little bit by basically saying you need to look at yourself. Know what your level of experience is, know what your skill set is, and what is your level of knowledge. And then do your research and pair a company to those three things, because it's not only going to just benefit the company that you're going to lease on to, it's also going to benefit you. Again, as far as by getting your own authority, contact or get in contact with OOIDA. In fact, I would leave their I definitely would leave their website down in my description box. So Pinkie Robinson, hopefully you enjoy this information. And for those who don't know Pinkie Robinson, I'm also going to leave her link down in my description box, because Pinkie is also a fellow trucker YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta look out for each other. So I'm gonna leave her link down in my description box. And if you guys haven't done so, y'all need to go over and check out my wife over there, the THC or the Hamilton Crew, on our personal page, where y'all get to interact and see her, you know, face to face, in person and stuff, and basically watch her do tutorials and all this other kind of stuff. Believe it or not, for all my lady subscribers, hey, my wife just did these yarn fox locks dread thingies. See, look, I ain't good with hair, baby, so don't get mad. But if y'all want to learn how to put some yarn in your hair, shit, my wife did an awesome job, man. She looks sexy as hell. I almost bought her flowers. My, for real, she looks sexy as hell. But y'all can see her tutorial over there on the THC. That link in the description box, as always. I don't care if y'all heard it over there. I don't care if y'all heard it over there. Because over here, I'm only going to give y'all the mother trucking truth. Nothing more, nothing less. And as always, man, I hope everybody's enjoying the day. I hope everybody's having fun. I hope everybody enjoying life. But I got to catch y'all on the other side, man.